Greetings everyone, my name is Genesis. I'm the creator of the Operation Cobalt RPG roleplay scenario for Arma 3. Today I'm going to be running you through the differences between playing as military personnel or the National Guard or playing as a civilian. Now the first thing, when you pop into the server, now I'm hosting a LAN server right now to demonstrate the features, you'll be able to choose between military personnel. If you go down to independent, you choose between survivor/civilian. So the first thing, let's demonstrate what happens when you play as the military. Now, once you load into the server, I highly recommend that you check through all the rules, check all the controls, what you can do and what you're not allowed to do, so that you can be set and avoid any confusion between you, other players, and the admins. Now, when you're ready, you will hit continue. When you spawn in, you will spawn as a soldier. This is all you'll have on you. You will have access to an Army combat uniform, patrol cap, an M4A1 assault rifle with 3 mags, 2 bandages, 1 morphine auto-injector, earplugs, Fortify Tool, and 1 chem light. You also get access to the default equipment, which is the map, the radio, the compass, and the watch. Now, if you look on the bottom right, you will see your XP, your rank, your money. On the bottom left, you see your hunger and your thirst. Now let's open up the map. First thing you'll see for the military is this area right here. This is where all the prepping is going to take place. Anything highlighted in blue or anything in the color blue can only be accessed by a soldier. Anything in white can be accessed, and in white or purple can be accessed by anyone. Now, if we are to exit the base, the spawning area, let's take a look at the Quartermaster, which is right here. Now that we're at the Quartermaster, you will see that we can use our mouse wheel and scroll on the different options. You can get weapons and gear, ammo and attachments, survival and medical equipment, and the ability to turn in items for cash. So if we were to go to weapons and gear, choose what you want on your face, on your head, the uniforms, the different vests, backpacks, launchers, handguns, assault rifles, LMGs, submachine guns, shotguns, snipers, and marksman rifles. And it will loop back. All you gotta do to buy something is click on it, and then buy selected gear. And you'll see a preview over here. Now, once you're back out from the menu, let's say you purchased a couple items that you are happy with, you'll be able to start going out and exploring the world. But, let's say you want to explore the world with a vehicle. So what we're going to do, we're going to teleport to the military land vehicles. Mouse wheel, and then you'll see all the vehicles you can get. For cars, you can get a quad bike, you can get a Crown Victoria police car, get a SWAT off-road, and then you get the military Humvees. You'll also get access to different trucks, different IFVs and APCs, different tanks, and it will loop back. On the bottom right, you can choose the color for the vehicle that you want and where it's going to spawn, which for now is only at the military HQ. Now, let's say you purchased your car and you don't need it anymore. Let's go ahead and buy something. So I'm going to buy this right here. Simple. You're going to go up to it. You press Y to unlock or lock. And let's go to the garage so we can store our vehicle. All you got to do is get close to this guy. You'll use your mouse wheel, as usual, and park vehicle. As you can see, the vehicle has been stored in the garage. Now, what if you wanted it back? So use mouse wheel again, go in the garage, and you'll see the list of vehicles you have stored in here. Hit the spawn vehicle to get it back. Now, what else do you get access to over here? Well, you also get access to the medical and supply depot where you can buy different meds and supplies. You get the canteen where you can buy food. And then you go to the military air vehicles where you can buy, well, as it says, air vehicles. Now the key here is to roll out key positions, set up FOBs using your Fortify tool, which I will demonstrate now. So, You are out in the world, and you start with this Fortify tool right here. Now, what if you want to set up an FOB? So you're going to use the tool, using the Ace interaction menu, and you are simply going to start building. Buildings will be available for everyone that has the Fortify tool, and will differ depending if you're on civilian or you're on military. Now, I've seen creations, I've seen people building FOBs and different creations, which I will put a screenshots of right now on the screen, and all of that is possible just within minutes. You just got to get the hang of it. Now, since this is a role-playing environment, you are expected to role-play and play your role as a soldier. You are here to protect the people and rid the world, or rid the region, of the undead threat. You got to do what you have to do, and make sure that you keep the safety, you enforce the laws, and if fired upon, then there are rules of engagement on how to deal with bandits and other enemies. Now, what if, and here is, what if you're not fighting real players, you're fighting AI bandits, because they roam the world, and the more players in a specific area, the more bandits there will be. Well, there are no rules of engagement. All AI bandits are to be terminated on sight. You'll be able to tell the difference between an AI and a player simply by the way they behave, or how anyone with their guns out is a clear target. If you press 0 on your keyboard, you will holster your weapon. AIs never holster their weapon. So if you see a player or someone out in the world with their gun on their backs, you cannot shoot them on sight without a roleplay reason. But what if they got their guns out and they're moving? Well, you can either attempt communication, and if they don't reply, you can shoot back, or you attempt communication, you find out they're AIs, and in that case, you can shoot them as well and kill them instantly. Now, what I'm about to do right now is switch over to the civilian side and show you what you can do. Okay, so as a civilian, you'll get randomized inventory. Your hoodie or whatever clothing item is right here will be randomized, and your hat will be randomized as well. Now you get bread, or you get one food item, one drink item, and 2 bandages. Now the food and the water, they're randomized as well. If you look at the bottom right, your stats carry over from whatever you were playing, so it's the same. Same with the bottom left. We got bandits fighting over there. Bandits will engage each other. So you will spawn at one of multiple safe zones around the map. Here, 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 and the ability to spawn over here as well as a civilian in a refugee camp. Now we spawned in at the Commonwealth Camp. What do we get here? So we got apple trees, we got a trader, we got a Commonwealth gear shop, we got a boat merchant. So let's try out each one. Let's go over to the trees, see what we can do there. If you get close to the trees, use your mouse wheel, and you see where it says pick apples. All you gotta do is click it. Now it will say that you gathered 1 apple, you open up your inventory, and you see you got yourself an apple. Now you can either double click to eat it, trade it with other players, or let's sell it to the trader. So mouse wheel, go to trader. On the right, you'll see everything that he's willing to take off of you. If you mouse over it, you'll see what you'll get for doing so. Now since apples are right next to where the trader is, you don't get much money. But oranges, which can be obtained further south of the map, he'll pay a pretty decent amount for it. So on the left side, you'll see your inventory and what you've got. So if you go into your uniform, go into your hoodie, go to apple, you'll see that he'll give you $5 for it, and you just click the sell selected item. There you go. You just got $5. Now, let's go over to the gear shop. Now this gear shop works a lot like the one for the military, but you'll see that your choices are limited, especially when it comes down to the weapons. You only get access to civilian grade weaponry and at really high costs. This is intended for players who have grinded the game, have enough money, since money carries even after death, and just want to skip some of the grinding process again and buy stuff using the money that they have obtained by previously playing and surviving in the world. If you have no money, then you'll have to go out and scavenge it. Simple. Okay, now I'm at the boat merchant. Let's see what we can do here. So you'll use your mouse wheel as usual, go to boat merchant, and you'll see there are multiple types of boats that you can purchase, each for a different price, and you can also choose which skin you want to go with. So let's just go with the Poseidon tool. It's cheap. Let's just go with the black color. And we're going to buy the vehicle. It will spawn over there at the end of the docks, so let's go and check it out. Once you're here, same controls apply as the vehicles. Press Y to unlock it. And then here's where this gets interesting. If you board any boat or naval vehicle, you'll get the option to start fishing. So, you can do this anywhere when you're in the water and when you're in your boat. Let's start fishing. Now you'll see in the top right, it will say it's fishing. It does take a while. But there, you caught a fish. Let's check it out. There you go, you got a fish right there. You either go sell it to any trader on the map, you can eat it by double clicking, or you can trade it with other players. Now the hilltop has Gregory the Barterman, which is a trader. It has a medical treatment and supply depot, same thing. It has apple trees that you can harvest, and you got a vehicle dealer. Now this is the only place you can buy vehicles as a civilian. You can find vehicles out in the world, but this is the only place where you can buy vehicles as a civilian. So let's go there. Now as you can see, the vehicle selection is much different from the military. With the ability to also choose a color and skin for what you're after. Now that I've showed you everything, or practically everything that can be shown in this video, with a taste of what each role has to offer, you'll know what you're after, which one you'll be interested in playing as, and hope to see you out in the world trying to survive. This is Genesis, signing off.